Hello world, it's Lee Kelson coming to you live from FinTech Week in Hong Kong. We've got the keynote address just happening in the background behind us, and I'm here with our two correspondents that are going to be helping us on the ground for the next 2 days, and we're going to be learning all about FinTech and the future of finance. And to my left here I've got Lily Bruns. How are you, Lily?
I'm doing very well. Hello FinTech fans.
And I've got Adelaide Hargraves to my right. How are you, Adelaide?
Yeah, good, thanks.
So, just for the people watching, just to, Lily, perhaps give a little bit of your background,
Yeah.
and then we'll talk about what we're really looking forward to hearing and talking to people about.
Yeah, so I spent some time in the world of legal technology not too long ago, and so I'm very interested to see how that sort of translates here. I'm excited to sort of get some of the less sexy side of fintech, because I think people get really jazzed up about like the apps and the chat bots, which are really cool and great. But what I learned from working in legal technology is that some of the really revolutionary stuff is to the outside world is often seems so boring. But when you actually think about what the banks are trying to do and the way that people are completely changing and automating everything that happens invisibly on the back end, that's powerful stuff. So.
And Adelaide, your background is you've been studying in London. Just quickly tell us about that.
Yeah, so I've just come back, did 3 years at the University of Bristol, did an economics and maths degree, and I've interned a bit at a venture capital firm, so I'm quite excited to get back in here and see sort of what we've been investing in, and sort of see a lot of what the financial inclusion technology, the really simple stuff that's just allowing people just basic access to credit markets is doing, and so.
Yeah, so we've had a couple of discussions over the last few days about financial inclusion, and one of the statistics I read was that 2.5 billion people in the world are unbanked. That's a pretty incredible statistic.
Yeah, so that's a lot, and so hopefully with things like financial technology, they won't even really need a proper bank. They can just now access just some sort of savings device just on simple phones and things.
Yeah. And so, Lily, we're going to be talking also about artificial intelligence and how that's impacting the world of finance. But I think really what's important about this particular event is that it's about the way that the finance industry is embracing technology and the future of finance.
Yeah, so we're talking about what FinTech is, and the future of finance is. It is FinTech. It's not so much about the technology, but more about the fact that technology is what completely changes our relationship and the way that we interact.
Yeah, exactly. So we also hear a lot about cryptocurrencies and blockchain, and I think sometimes that's all we hear about, but there's a lot of other stuff happening in the finance world and how the banking systems and the finance world is changing.
Yeah, I think people get really jazzed up about the digital currency side of blockchain, but for me, the idea that we have these distributed ledgers, it adds this whole new level of accountability and transparency that I think really changes the trust relationship that we can have with our financial institutions.
I think the other thing that really intrigues me is the idea of virtual banking.
Yeah.
So I mean, how do you see that's going to impact the world of finance?
Oh, I just think it's going to open up so many more doors. So really also lower costs of the traditional infrastructure the banks require and things, and just make it a lot more accessible to everyone. So quite excited for that.
Yeah, it's going to be an amazing couple of days. So keep watching. Subscribe to the Hong Kong FinTech Week channel down below there. Press that bell. Get those notifications. We're going to be running and gunning around the expo area here, talking to a lot of really amazing people and looking at some really interesting finance technology. So I'm excited for it.
Yeah, I'm excited for everyone to start streaming out of the main hall, and then we're going to start grabbing them and have some great conversations.
That's it, and the main stage looked amazing. The video show and the light show in there was fantastic. So keep watching, and we'll be coming back with more live. So check out the YouTube.